it's Aussie FIFA HD and welcome back to yet another episode of my skill move tutorial series where I show you how, where and when to perform a skill move in FIFA 21. Today we're learning the McGeady Spin, a more of an upgraded version of the berba spin, and without further ado, let's get into the intro and then let's get into how to perform the McGeady Spin in FIFA 21.
Griezmann, three men around him, but somehow finds some space. Ronaldo, fantastic, opening the drive.
Ronaldo on the ball. He's made
Look at this, just control.
The
control displayed there is absolutely ridiculous. The Elastico on the goal line. On the goal line, the finest of...
We talked about Aussie FIFA. He's not here to make up the numbers.
To perform the McGeady Spin, it is exactly the same as the berba spin. However, there's a bit of a catch. You cannot be sprinting to perform the McGeady Spin. You literally cannot. So you need to let go of the sprint button and wait for your player to start jogging with the ball, okay, before you can perform it. This is not a skill move which you can perform straight off of a sprint. Straight off the back of a sprint, you cannot do it. So you need to let go of sprint, as you would have seen from, or as you're seeing from the clip here where I'm showing you how you do it on the controller. I let go of sprint as I'm doing it. To perform the McGeady Spin, what you will need to do is you will need to use the right analog stick to perform this. So essentially, the angles that you're going to need is 0 degrees, so you're pointing forwards to where the player is facing, and then either side, so either 90 or 270 degrees. If we're talking from a clock perspective, you need to point forwards, which would be 12 o'clock, and then you need to point either 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and then that will determine what direction your player will perform the McGeady Spin. Now this is a 5-star skill move. You cannot do it with a 4-star skiller, so be sure to keep this in mind when you're performing it, okay? If you do it with another or a 4-star skill player, they will perform a berba spin, which is a little bit different. If you guys would, if you guys know, or if you don't know, it's a little bit different. So essentially, I'll go through it quickly once again. To perform the McGeady Spin, you need to press once forwards and then once either side to where the player is facing. And we're talking from the degrees perspective. It is forwards, which is 0 degrees. You then need to point either 90 or 270 degrees for your player to perform the McGeady Spin. Let's get into where you should perform this skill move. To where you should perform this skill move. Essentially, the best place to use this is out on the wing and also in the bots. And the reason being is because when you're out in the wing, you can use this to cut inside quite quickly. If your player or your defender or your opponent is not on his toes, if he's not ready for it, you can actually bypass the defender and actually beat the defender and cut inside. That's the best place of the pitch where you can use this. Another place which I have found is the best is in the bots, especially if you're facing sideways towards the goal or parallel towards the goal and you have a defender there trying to make a tackle. You can use the McGeady Spin to beat the defender and cut into the angle, which will then allow you to have a shot. As you would have seen some of the clips here, I was using this to do this. I was essentially facing parallel to the goal, then using the McGeady Spin to get into the angle to make the shot and score the goal. So yeah, after playing with this skill move throughout FIFA 21, the best places for me is out on the wing and inside the bots. Let's get into when you should perform this skill move. Moving into when you should perform the McGeady Spin. Now, it is... look, all I can say is when you are side by side with your opponent and with the defender, you then, at this point, you need to perform the McGeady Spin. It is used, or it is best utilized at the point when you are side by side with a defender and you can use this to beat him and cut inside. Again, even in the bots, if your defender is right on you and you want to beat him and cut into the different angle, use this. When you're side by side with a defender, it is the best time, okay? So you do need to time it. That is essential. You do need to time when you do use this. But the best time for me in FIFA 21 is when you are side by side with a defender. But that will signal the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We are so close to 10k subs. I cannot wait for that to happen, lads. That is a dream come true for me. I've always wanted 10k subs on YouTube, particularly with a FIFA channel. Thank you ever so much from the bottom of my heart for your support this year. It has been out of this world. Drop a like. Link to my Twitter is in the description as well. Go and check that out. Drop me a follow on there. I post on Twitter when I'm about to upload a new episode, so you guys don't miss it. You guys can learn more skill moves and implement in them to your game. But as always, I hope you guys have a good day. I'm out. Have a good one, and peace.